calling all amateur radio operators and scanner listeners, or however you may be hearing my voice. Welcome to the Cricket River Amateur Radio Club Tuesday night VHF Net. My name is Keith, and my call sign is KA8BSA. However, for the purpose of this net, I will be using the club call Whiskey 8 Charlie Romeo Charlie. This is an open and directed net. All amateur radio operators are invited and encouraged to check in. All traffic will go through the net control since emergency traffic may break in at any time. Please leave a brief pause between transmissions. The purpose of the net is to bring together all amateur radio operators for the exchange of amateur-related ideas and information, to keep club members and the amateur radio public up to date about club meetings and happenings, and to enhance net operating practices. This net meets every Tuesday evening at 7 p.m. local time. We will get started with announcements and then ask for check-ins from any managers or members who have announcements or information of general interest to our net. Once this is complete, I will take regular check-ins. Please give your name repeated phonetically. Please give your call repeated phonetically and followed by your name. When all check-ins are complete, I will close the net and repeat the announcements. Okay, announcements-wise, we had a really great meeting last week. We had KB9 BBR Michael zoom in on us with us and talk about fox hunting. If you missed it, I'm sorry. However, you can see the recorded version on YouTube at the Cricket River Radio Amateur Radio Club YouTube site. Is there any other announcements for tonight? Please go ahead.
N8OQP.
N8OQP. Good evening, Pat.
Good evening, Keith. I got a couple of announcements, if you don't mind.
The mic is yours.
Even if you do mind. 21st, we got coming up is the next meeting. That's going to be a kind of a hands-on presentation by Mark and 8NH, talking about soldering, antenna coax crimping, and Anderson power poles. The use of the Anderson power poles and stuff like that. Should be a really cool one. I'm going to tape it for YouTube, but I don't think we're going to put it online. At least live. We'll probably put it on YouTube shortly afterwards. But YouTube channel is already doing fairly well. We got. I've just put it on, 4 or 5 days ago, and I've got 6 subscribers already. So if you go to YouTube, just look up Cricket River Amateur Radio Club, and the Zoom or the Michael Zoom will pop up there, and so will the page when I break here. Also, I don't really have anything scheduled for September yet, but I have several ideas. And the other thing I did want to announce, we are doing a Laurel test come the 7th of September. I've got 2 people that have told me they want to be in it already. I've got one actually sent me the FRN and stuff. You can go to Laurel. Excuse me. You can go to Laurel, the Laurel website, Laurel VEC. Look up the Crooked River Club as far as PE testing, and you can take and it's got a little thing on there that'll let you send me an email with all the information I need here. One last thing is that same Laurel test that same Laurel subject, we're going to have our own Laurel and ARRL site, like some other clubs have got, that will you can actually go there to register from our club website, just to let us know you're wanting to be part of the testing. So anybody, that's coming in the near future. I think that's it, Keith. I'll go ahead and turn it back to you, sir. And it was a good meeting the other night. It was one great idea, thanks to somebody that's net control. I'll let it go back to him and AOQP.
Oh, I'm blushing, Pat. Thanks. Okay, is there any other announcements for the club? Go ahead, please. Okay, hearing none, we'll take our first check-in. Please give me your call, repeat it phonetically, and we'll get you checked in. K88GKG, John in Akron.
KB8PRK.
Okay, got John, K88GKG, and Ted, KB8PRK. Anyone else?
Delta 8, Bravo, Quebec, Sierra, Steve, Cauca Falls.
Good evening, Steve. Next, please.
This is Kilo Delta 8, Sierra Lima Golf, KD8 SLG, Nick in Orville, in and out.
Welcome, Nick. Gotcha. W8CRC Whiskey 8 Sierra Echo Golf Mobile. Currently Hartville. I'll be in and out as well. Okay, Whiskey 8 Sierra Echo Golf. Gotcha. Thank you. Next, please. Okay, hearing none. We'll go ahead and take John. Maybe Ross shake the bushes and get some more to come out, to paraphrase Ron. K8GKG. John, go ahead, please.
Yeah, good evening. It was a nice day. We finally got a little bit warmer, and it was nice and warm in the sun. I spent the afternoon. I went to visit Bob, WB8OVQ, to look at his tilt-up tower and how he had that installed. So I'm working on putting up a tilt-over something to hold up a new antenna that I want to put in. So I needed to see how he did it. Other than that, I don't have much to talk about here tonight. I just wanted to check in and say hello, and you guys carry on. And I'll say hello to Ted. I hear Ted in line next. So back to net control, 7-3 all around, K8GKG.
All right, John, thank you, K8GKG. Ted, KB8PRK, you're next. Go ahead, please.
KB8PRK, what's happening there, Keith and John and everybody else that's checking in? Nice day out today. I guess we got one more before the rain chances and the humidity starts creeping back up. Yeah, just in time for the weekend with the air show that they got going on over there at Akron Fault this weekend, which I plan on going to. Hopefully Saturday. They're calling for scattered showers Saturday, but I'm gonna get over there and try to enjoy it. We only get one of them a year around here. I guess yesterday we got hit with a
I don't know if it was a CME or what, but geometric storm levels were up to severe levels yesterday, and I guess Aurora was seen as far south as northern Michigan. Didn't get down here, but they got up there, and I guess 20 meters was affected. It was kind of quiet yesterday. I think things are getting back to settle down today because they didn't expect it to last that long. But that's about it. So we'll just turn it back to you, Keith, and doing a good job. KB8PRK.
Yeah, thank you, Ted. KB8PRK, K8. Oh, Whiskey 8. Charlie Romeo Charlie. Yeah, it's been nice last couple days. Enjoyed it. I got out Sunday after doing my duty at church and put new brakes on the back of my wife's car, rotors and pads. So it's all braking nice and smooth now. All right, next is Whiskey Delta 8 Bravo Sierra Quebec. Go ahead, please.
Roger, Keith. Hi to everybody on the net. Yeah, we don't have much going on over here either, though, but did enjoy the day today. It was a pretty nice low humidity day, and just got a little present in the mail today. I got a 17-foot telescopic whip that I'm going to see if I can't get that going with some ground radials for POTA, and see how that works. Supposed to be good on 20 meters fully extended, so we'll see what happens. I don't know if anybody's ever tried to use one of those telescopic whips, but we'll see what happens. It's all stainless steel, and we're looking forward to giving it a workout tomorrow with the meter and see how she can tune up. So back to you, I guess, Keith. Well, that's all we got going on here.
Break.
Go ahead, Ted. KB8PRK.
Got one of those 17-footer stainless steel MFJs, and I did use it on 20 meters fully extended. I had to actually lower it just a little bit to tune it up, and they do work good when you get the right radials under it. It works very good.
Okay, very good, Ted. Hope I got it. Yep. Just checking. I have not tried to use one of those yet, and we're going to try. I've got a little bit of metal conduit. I think I'm going to try that in the ground tomorrow and mount the antenna to the top of that and see what I can come up with SWR-wise and hopefully get it tuned in pretty good. So I'd like to give that a shot. Appreciate the info, Ted, and back to net, I guess. W8CRC.
You bet. KB8PRK, back to you, Keith.
QP rechecked quickly.
Romeo Charlie. I too got something in the mail today. I ordered Soda Beam's linked dipole. It's good for 20, 30, 10 meters. It's linked together, so you disconnect the alligator clips for whatever band length you want. And I do have something similar to what the 20-meter whip, but mine does have a loading coil at the bottom of it to let me have 40, and I can change it out to 80. And you might consider two different options for a ground plane. I've heard people using the aluminum window screen, or you could get Faraday cloth. It's easy to carry and fold up, and use that as a ground plane. All right, next is KD8SLG, come on in.
Nick was in and out.
Oh, that's right. I wrote it on the wrong line. All right, so we got W8SEG.
He was in and out also.
Okay, that's the line I wrote it on. All right. That's the end of my list. Anyone else wishing to check in to the Crooked River Amateur Radio Club? This is Whiskey 8 Charlie Romeo Charlie.
Whiskey 8 Hotel Romeo Foxtrot, in and out. W8HRF, Josh, in and out.
All right, Josh, Whiskey 8. Boy, I can't read my writing. Whiskey Romeo Foxtrot, is that correct?
Hotel Romeo Foxtrot, high radio frequency. Yep, I think you got it right.
Oh, almost. I substituted a W for the H. Okay, I got you in and out. Thank you. Next, please. Okay, hearing no one. This is Whiskey 8 Charlie Romeo Charlie looking for check-ins on the Tuesday night 2-meter net. Please go ahead. Okay, well, let's go ahead and move on and repeat the announcements. Pat, N80QP, go ahead, please.
Okay, remember we have the 21st coming up. We have Mark, N8NH, doing a presentation on soldering, crimping of coax connectors, and the Anderson power poles. Should be a really cool presentation. Going to video it and put it on YouTube. I'm going to start doing that with all the presentations we have. And that's it for that one. We have September 7th at 10 o'clock in the morning. We have a VE test coming up. You can register through Laurel. I will not be taking walk-ins with that one. You'll need an FRN, and you'll need to have let me know you're coming. Any of you have friends that want to get into amateur radio and want to take the test will be at 2406 Ardwell, Ardwell Avenue. It's the Oak Hill Presbyterian Church. More or less, it's in Ellett. Nice, easy place to find, and it's a beautiful little meeting room that we have there. We'll be using that for the test. I think that's about all the announcements I had. I'm probably going to find, I'm looking for a couple of presentations. Excuse me, I don't know why my voice is getting dry. We do have a couple of presentations in mind. I just got to reach out and get some scheduled, so hang in there. We'll get there, and we're going to have some fun. And it'll keep you back to net.
Okay, very good. And I might add to the VE testing, if you do not have an amateur radio license or a scanner listener and would like to join us, there's all kinds of study information you can find on the internet. Ham Test Online, to name one, gives you simulated tests and such. I can't think of the others off. Ham Radio Prep is another one. There's all kinds of information out there to help you along to your career of amateur radio. All right. Anyone else wanting to check in one last final time to the W8CRC 2-meter net? Please go ahead.
I may or may not be making this machine WA4WGA.
Good evening, WA4WGA. Welcome to the Cricket River Amateur Radio Net. Yes, you are making the repeater. Full quieting.
Oh, until I heard the call sign, I didn't recognize that this was 6-4. Alrighty, well, just call it one and done. WA4WGA.
Oh, very good. Thank you for joining us. We meet here on this repeater every Tuesday at 7 o'clock. We're a new radio club in the Akron, Ellett area, and Whiskey 8 Charlie Romeo Charlie is our call sign for the club.
Okay, well, it looks like that's going to have to be changed on the controller.
No. We're using the repeater. It's not the call sign of the repeater.
Understood. WA4WGA.
All right, thank you. Anyone else wishing to check in? This is the Whiskey 8 Charlie Romeo Charlie is our call sign, and the club is the Crooked River Amateur Radio Club. Anyone wishing to check in, please go ahead. Okay, in preparing to close this night, I would like to thank all of you who took the time to join us. And if you wouldn't have joined us, I'd be here talking to myself. Without your participation, there would be no net. This has been Keith, KA8BSA. It's been my pleasure to host this evening's net. At this time, I will close the net with 9 check-ins and return the repeater to normal and customary amateur radio use. This is Whiskey 8 Charlie Romeo Charlie closing the net at 7:21 local time. Thank you. Have a great evening.
KA8BSA, I need OQP. And Steve, if you're still there, hang in a minute. I want to ask you something. KA8BSA first.
Yes, sir?
You sure you're not talking to yourself? This could all be an illusion.
Oh, you know what? I didn't even do the trivia question. I brought my trivia question page up and didn't even look at it. Could be. This could be a dream. Who knows? KA8BSA.
Life is just a dream. WD8BQS, you still here? I need OQP.
Here I'm Pat, WD8BQS, returning.
Tell me about that thing now that you got it. Is there a little screw-on device that looks like a coil?
Negative. It is just the that standard screw type base, and I have a mount that I had laying around from an old amp stick, and it screwed right into that with no problem at all.
Pat,
Hey, go ahead, Ted.
pretty much the same whip you saw me with out there at the Wingfoot. 3/8 by 24 base. It goes into a mount, you know, and I used a ground rod for the stake.
I wonder what would happen if you put a coil on that thing.
I had that variable inductor on there. You remember at the base of it?
Yeah, I remember you showing me that thing, but I didn't know you used it.
Yeah, to tune it down for a 40-meter operation. Yeah, but I only had the 12-foot stinger that day. I've got a 17-footer. I bought a bunch of those, and they are easily available. And I've got 3 of those variable inductors, different lengths. Like I said, if I put the 17-footer up and I put my large inductor on the variable one, I can actually get down into the top part of 160 meters with it. And then those 4 ground radials I got that I attached onto it makes a nice vertical. And that 17-footer, it's pretty much without an inductor, a full quarter wavelength for 20 meters.
Yeah, I'd like to find me one of them 17-footers so I can, I'll use the inductors and everything I got here. But that, one of those 17-foot things would be pretty cool if I could find one. I'm gonna have to look around.
Pat, Chameleon has a website, and they have some ones that are, I guess you'd call disfigured a little bit, that they're selling, and they might be cheaper than buying a brand new one from Chameleon. And they do make a coil for the base if you are so inclined.
What's supposed to be the range of that telescopic you got?
You know, I haven't tried it yet. I'm going to put it on my QRP rig and see what happens with it.
Okay, curious to see if it'll go down into like 40. It probably won't go any lower than 40.
That width, extends out to 17 feet and collapses down to about 22 inches. So you got all that variability there, plus if you add on an inductor to lower your operating frequency, you got a lot to play with there.
W8CRC repeater.
And so it starts.
Now we've got about 5 minutes before it's really supposed to start.
Also, guys, there is a new one coming out. I think it's, I'm trying to think, I think it was 58 inches, something like that. Or maybe it was 20, excuse me, it might be 28 inches, a 28-inch telescopic whip they just made, and it's not available yet because it's so brand new, and I guess they're made overseas.
They're supposed to extend out to?
I think it's a 28-footer.
Oh, now that would be interesting with an inductor.
What'd they hit you for the 17-footer? About $60?
Yeah, roger that. It was through with the tax and everything. It came right around 70.
Yeah, they were selling them when I got mine for 59. Well, I imagine that 28-footer, that's going to be well over 100 easy.
Yeah, Ted, they were talking about it. I watched a demo on it on I think it was on Facebook, I believe, one of those little videos. And they said it's going to put the 17 was really what everybody has right now, but they said when that 28-footer comes out, everybody's going to be grabbing that because you can cover just about everything with it.
Wouldn't need much inductance to put that on 40 meters, would you?
No, I think they pretty much said it covers about everything. And they were even talking about 160, which I'm not quite sure how that's going to happen. Maybe that's when they need the coil for.
Are you familiar with those variable inductors that MFJ had out? They kind of look like, you know how a screwdriver antenna works on a vehicle, motorized coil. These are the same thing, but they're manual. And I've got a short, medium, and a long one, and that long one has got just enough inductance in it when you slide the slider all the way down with the 17-footer to put it just in the top part of 160.
Yeah, guys, they on the demo they showed a little, I think it was a plastic card that you held alongside the coil and compared it to the actual coil on the antenna, and you could tune it that way and get it really close in the ballpark. The guy said it was very accurate for just a plastic card, like a photograph of the coil, and you just adjusted it according to the marks on the card, and it got you really close.
What I always did, I just put the radio on where I want to operate at, turn the volume up, slide it up and down, and listen for peak noise.